PSA Trash Talkers, our brand new Talking Trash and Tacos theme song drops at the end of this episode. Yep, we made it with AI.
The girl at work the other day had done some kind of medical class that some of the hygienists take. And she was telling me that we have a cannabinoid system. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, yeah, I thought it was really cool. She goes, I never knew about it before, but our body produces cannabinoids. And those are exactly the same that come out of marijuana. And they extract the cannabis. And these are cannabinoids, and they react the same way as the drug does in your body to like make your body feel a certain way. It's just apparently when you've had some trauma over time, she had said that the ends of the receptors get fried because, overused and they just don't work anymore. And that's your body quits producing the cannabinoid. But I thought that was so interesting. So I messaged Sarah right away and I'm like, Sarah, and she goes, I'll look into it. It was
So
real.
basically your body is made to work with cannabis is what I get out of it. It's like they can adapt together. That's probably why it's medicinal at this point. Part of the reason.
Yeah. So
So tell me
we,
more. Yeah.
yeah, we have the endocannabinoid system. So they say it's a complex cell signaling system in your body that helps regulate all kinds of stuff. They say think of it as like your body's thermostat. It helps you with mood, sleep, appetite, memory, immune response, pain, and inflammation, which is all
Wow.
the medicinal uses that you see when people sign up for, medical cards or whatnot, cancer patients, a lot of things. So there are natural chemicals in your body that are similar to the compounds in cannabis. You have these receptors and they fire back and forth at each other and stick. And to do their job, they just release good feelings, and it's the THC. So cannabis has cannabinoids, and they can mimic or influence your endocannabinoid system. So the THC is the part that gets you high, and it binds to the receptors in your brain, affecting your mood, your hunger, and your perception. Then the CBD is the non-psychoactive agent that doesn't bind directly, but it helps balance out the system to reduce inflammation, anxiety, and seizures. So I thought that was really interesting because I had never heard
Yeah.
of it. And I guess it's kind of like a newer find.
I was reading into receptors, which sounds so sciencey for me, but like they have a CB1 receptor. So that basically controls the brain and the nervous systems and the CB2. So, and that, does all your inflammation, immune responses. To think that we've always been told marijuana, no, it's illegal. Like I always wondered that. I swear alcohol is the bigger killer of anything.
It is. It
So.
creates a lot more feeling to where, I don't know, I get angry sometimes. There's a lot of angry drinkers out there, and that's not cool.
Depending on the liquor type too, like when Bryan would drink, it would be the vodka would be okay, but give him some Jack Daniels or whiskey, and it's like different type of drunk, I guess.
That's so weird.
I've been talking to my sister-in-law. She recently found out she has cancer and she's been having like sleep problems. And the first thing I thought of was gummies. And you'll have to tell us how you made the transition because back in the day, you were always anti. How long ago did you start?
It took me a while. Ron still gets embarrassed that I do it. It has a stigma behind it, and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
Parents went to up in Michigan to a dispensary and my mom did not like the fact that she still had to give her ID. So she's like, they're mailing me stuff in the mail now. I was like, well, now all your
I
neighbors know you went to the dispensary.
understand it, and they
And
said,
then now she gets the mail. I didn't think about that though. Like if you were secretive, I guess you wouldn't want
I've
these
never
big
gotten
nice.
mail from them.
We got some good deals sent, some huge like flyers that are flashy.
Paper.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's funny. But yeah.
My
So it
God, that's
shouldn't be,
embarrassing.
it's so norm now, I think.
More
Like, and
so, it's hard to
gradually.
find people who haven't, I think. But there are still a lot of people that don't. I have a lot of people in my family that don't drink and don't smoke. And I'm a little shocked over it I'm like, how did our kids turn out to be such little goody goodies? But
Right? My kids aren't drinkers. That's another thing we should have brought up in our generational chat. But I feel like alcohol, I'm seeing so many people our age quitting. Are you seeing a abundance of people talking about cutting out alcohol of their life lately, or is it just
yeah,
me?
no, definitely. It is
And I think
on
they're making the
trend for
switch.
our age point.
Yeah, I think they're making a switch to
Mhm.
marijuana. I know
Yeah.
Jordan applied for a job at Amazon, and I was like, "Oh, great! You gotta get that fake urine because you have to take a drug test." And he's a big marijuana smoker. He's like, "No, you don't got to do that in Michigan. They only test you for other drugs. They don't test you for marijuana anymore." So he's gonna be a driver for Amazon, and you're allowed to smoke marijuana, not in the car while you're driving or on the job, of course,
Right,
but
right. Like
you
everything
can
has
still
its
get a job
time and
there
its
if you need
place.
one.
Just like alcohol, you can't drink alcohol at work for a reason. So it's fine. Boundaries.
Yeah, I want to work at a dispensary. That seems like it'd be fun. I asked him, I was like, "Are you allowed to
Yeah,
get
they
high at
don't
work?"
pay well. They don't pay well.
No, but you get to get high at work.
That's weird.
They said, I said, "Could you get high at work?" And they said, "Yeah, like not smoke it in there, but you can be high on the clock."
Yeah, I worked for a tax firm where you were allowed to have happy hour, so you would drink and then go back to so weird. I felt like I was in a Mad Men movie. I'm like, what is
I
happening?
feel like I'm doing something illegal. I should
Yeah.
be arrested.
So it's so funny because I just spit. I hope you all couldn't see the little spray.
They shouldn't have told us. We would have never
Yeah,
known. Like that day I had the booger in my nose.
no one knew. Well, now you all know, but it's okay because it's normal. It's green, but I just, I don't know. It just, something can become normal. Like, even though you don't like something, it can eventually become a norm. And it is weird how you have to go through all these transitions with everything. So then drinking became normal for happy hour because we did it all the time. And then I wasn't embarrassed anymore.
Yeah, it
But
is
yeah,
weird.
but were you shocked to hear about this? So you had never heard about the cannabinoid system either.
No, no, I never heard this until you told me. And they're basically saying you have a system designated to interact with cannabis. And it's not, it's like science, it's like legit. So it's basically we were made for the plant or the plant was made for us, is what they say. So now I'm even going to smoke more confident. I'm going to go on my front porch and smoke a big fat joint. No, I'm just kidding.
You little weirdo.
I'm not, but it's true. It is interesting to me. And it is interesting to me that I've smoked a long time over the years. Sorry, anybody who didn't think so. And got hated for it. And now some of the people that thought it was disgusting actually realize the benefits that can be out
Yeah.
there for it, such as sleep,
Yes.
calming the nerves. Now that I don't drink, definitely am I eating an edible before I go out? For sure. Because my body needs that. It works with it.
Yeah, it really calms the anxiety. It slows my roll in my head because otherwise, you overthink everything, you question everything you're doing, you get embarrassed, and it's just so bad. They say that your inner thoughts and how you talk and think to yourself does affect your overall mood and demeanor. So I don't know, you got to be conscious. And if it's something that helps you, okay, so be it. You're not hurting people. So
Back when I was younger, I would get so paranoid I could not drive and do it. Well, you're not
that's
supposed
true.
to anyway.
Sarah still doesn't drive, just
Yeah,
so
I
we all
still
know.
don't drive. And if I do, I definitely have to take the nerves away. No, I'm just kidding. Fertility and reproduction too.
We can what?
Regulate. So how
Really?
cannabis connects to it, it helps regulate, you said mood and stress, appetite, digestion, pain, inflammation, sleep, circadian rhythms, which I have no clue what that is,
Heard of that
memory and
before.
learning, immune function, and fertility and reproduction, which I don't get because I thought if you smoked marijuana, you could not have kids. That's what they used to say. It ruined your sperm count. They also said you wouldn't grow up. You'd be a little baby forever. And remember Justin? We thought it was because his parents smoked weed when they had
He
him.
looked like a child.
Because he didn't grow, like he didn't go through like puberty. Yeah. I was like, yeah, there was a lot of hippie dudes that were little.
If Justin's listening right now, he's probably like, screw you, girls.
He can't be listening. We're not live, are we? Can people listen to this?
I know you're not going to edit it out because we're terrible about our editing. I wish you edited out way more than you do.
We said something that can get us sued.
Yeah.
We're never
I try
there.
to like change any words that we say wrong and do all this, and Sarah's like, nope.
So good
we're
thing
just
you do
gonna
that.
put that shit out
Nope.
there.
Yeah. I sometimes I'll asterisk our curse words in the
Okay.
text, not in the voice. We say curse words. We're bad.
Rebels. So we do have our thermostats. Like when you feel thirsty, it's because you're dehydrated. And so they say the cannabinoid system acts just like that. It's supposed to release the good feels and help you with pain too. I don't know. I think it's really interesting.
Do you think caveman smoked marijuana? Did they know about it? Cavemen.
I don't know, but I'm sure they found something that is, some kind of psychedelic or something.
Do you think
Because you have like ayahuasca, which comes from like some kind of Asian Indianish type of country where they say it helps you like tap into your soul and you see everything in a lifetime and you have better understanding afterwards and you're more spiritual. Have you watched anything on that? There's that whole Expedition Unknown guy. He did a whole episode where he went to an area, I can't remember where, and did the ayahuasca journey. But it's coming out both ends. It's a hard, like you're puking, you're shitting, you're going through it.
if you want to do that, like you put yourself through that, basically, is what
But
you're
some
saying.
people also die from it. Like you can get too much. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued ish because I believe that people are more spiritual after they have certain experiences, but I don't know how to achieve that. And I don't know how far I'd go.
Doesn't Elon do some kind of drug for therapy? Ketamine?
That's what Matthew Perry died from, ketamine. And those
But
doctors
isn't
were
that what
indicted.
he swears he lives on? I don't know. I think I heard he's on
I have
ketamine.
not heard that, but okay. I mean, it sounds plausible. Okay. So, and then, the Indians, like Native American Indians, they smoke peyote, I think. And that's,
Heard of that.
yeah, because I've told you about it and you told me you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, and then we did look into it. Yes,
But
he uses prescription ketamine to manage his symptoms of depression. I knew
yeah,
he
I
was on
mean,
it.
and I think that's like a horse drug. I don't know, but for
That
some
was
reason,
a big drug in the rave days here. Back
okay.
our people probably messed with ketamine.
Yeah.
But they have different ways they do it now. Everything's so different. It's weird though. Like now you can go do shrooms for medicine and experiences. You can do acid. You can basically might as well just make everything legal.
Like it kind of made me think about when we were researching a little bit about like paying for acid trips. Like you go on these psychedelic journeys, and then people
Yeah.
also say that they have better spiritual understanding after that. And I don't know. I'm interested. I just don't know. It kind of
Did
scares
you
me
even
too.
do acid ever in your life? Like when you were younger, did you
I
experience it?
don't really want to talk about that kind of stuff, but no, I did not.
I didn't think you did. Okay. I didn't either. I was just asking.
Oh, like, I don't
No,
like, but
I
no.
know you don't want to talk about it, but I mean, when you're kids, that stuff was around, like the
Yeah,
shroom thing and all that stuff.
and
So,
I
but you
swear
were
to
always
you,
very good with making the right
this
choices.
you're sweet. So everyone makes mistakes. But I do believe that in this day and age, you can't just go around trying things. You just don't know. It's so scary. Just don't try things. It's not worth it. If it's not mandated or governed by something, you can't really trust it. Like
So true.
this is not the time and the era to go around trying drugs.
No, but and that's what excites me is I really do think there's like this change happening with people making healthier choices, which makes me happy. Because, we've made some changes, whether forced or not. Maybe they were a little bit influenced because of needing to happen. But
So
it feels good to see because now that I experience not really drinking, I do notice a difference. I feel a difference. And I'm realizing you can still go out and have fun without
mhm.
drugs or alcohol. Well, maybe a little marijuana doesn't hurt, but
Like
for anxiety, all right, call my doctor.
medicinal. You're cute.
medicinal purposes.
But yeah, I mean, it just depends. Everything in moderation. Whatever floats anyone's boat, whatever. What did that guy say? I'm not going to yuck your yum. So I don't know.
That's a thing too, by the way. Yuck your
Yeah.
yum is probably one of those generational things.
Oh, was it? Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
I did hear about that. Like, you're just more accommodating, like with what people like love is love type of deal. So
I drove a scooter yesterday. It was fun.
it was so cute. You sent me pictures.
Bryan kept putting us into spots and they'd shut down, and then we'd have to walk our scooters that aren't light, like walk it down because it wouldn't turn on
they're
until you
heavy?
got into good zones. Yeah, they have zones that cut you off.
Oh.
Rebel Bryan, but yeah.
Should not know that. I've never rode the scooter because I'm afraid I'll like flip off of it like a.
All of my friends did it, but a few of you guys were like, I want to do that. I'm too scared. I'm like, what? And Bryan got me on here. Now I'm never doing it again. I should have been more scared.
Scared of it. Yeah. I just haven't. I don't know. Plus, I know Ron's definitely not doing it. So this is something I would have to do with like you.
It's
like, no, that
is
looks
fun,
scarier.
We did it at the new park too, over there by the east side. Like
Yeah.
you could see like downtown. It was cool. It was not busy. I suggest not
Were there
going.
a lot of homeless people? Because I get a little scared over by the
not
glass
one.
pavilion. It gets weird.
Nope, one homeless person. That was our second time going there. And have you been there where they have like the rope thing you can walk on? Like it's fun. I even did the playground once. I got to the top and went down the slide.
That's cute. Look
Nobody
at you.
was there to witness except for Bryan.
I'm sure he was loving every moment of it.
No, he probably was worried I was going to get hurt. I didn't get hurt.
Good. I'm glad. No, that is all so much fun. So you've done both the sitting and the riding?
I will tell you, it's actually a workout. The sitting I did in Detroit, I was scared, so I don't remember most of that. He was with Danny. It was him, me, and Danny, and they are rebels. So of course, Danny takes charge. He's like, "Just follow me." And Bryan would have waited for me. He knew I was scared. Danny was like, "Well, she's got to follow us." So I'm like driving in traffic. It was scary. You know me. I thought we could do the sidewalk. He's like, "Well, no, it's illegal to ride them on sidewalks." I'm like, "What?" No.
You can get drunk driving for those too, just like on a bicycle.
Yeah, and I probably was drinking too, so it was scary.
You're riding like one of those sit scooters, like the old people have. If you're driving that and drinking, can you get a DUI? Just like a bicycle? I would assume so, right?
It was funny. We were riding. Bryan's going to hate me for telling this story. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, crap. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom. He literally could not sit anymore. He had to walk his bike to the bathroom because he said he was going to poop his pants. He was going to shart. Yeah.
Stop it.
It almost ruined our trip, but he made it to the bathroom.
Well, thank God.
But I was like, why are you walking your scooter? What are you doing? He's like, I'm not going to make it. I can't. I got to go.
That would be mortifying. I would die.
Yeah. Well,
I remember
he didn't shart himself.
Pooped on my shoulder once, and I thought I was going to die and was embarrassed. And that wasn't even my own shit. Like, that would kill me.
I had one poop on my head.
Oh, I was like, what does that even mean? That's got to mean something.
It's good luck if you get pooped on by a bird. Did you ever hear that?
We're Sarah and Jess pulling chairs to the table, sharing these stories wild and unstable. Trash talk to tacos, it's how we play. New episodes dropping every Tuesday. We laugh, we cry, we spill what's real. Heartfelt, bizarre, the chaos we feel. From late night debates to pondering why. We're your best friends on a podcast. Hi. Casual chatter like friends in a room, bright as the sun and loud as the moon. No subject sacred, no thought too small. We're chewing on life, answering its call. We laugh, we cry, we spill what's real. Heartfelt, bizarre, the chaos we feel. From late night debates to pondering why. We're your best shelf wisdom to jokes down below. We've got a rhythm that'll steal the show. Hold your coffee, spill your tea. Talking trash is tacos in glee. We laugh, we cry, we spill